Hi everyone, this is Sura. I wanted to talk about a quality, it's an intangible quality in our life that when we're missing it, our life becomes really heavy and serious. It becomes all about business and getting things done. And you can feel this. It's like the inner magic and inner childness has been lost. This is an intangible value that we don't talk about in society. And there's something that happens when we get really entrenched in our own work, in our own world. And I felt this yesterday, actually. I felt really stressed. I had more demands. I came to this beautiful island, Salt Spring Island, to retreat and relax and write. And then as soon as I got to the island, work just started flooding in, and I started to feel this pressure and a lot of self-pressure to respond to people, to perform, to get things done. And that pressure resulted in a lack of inner space. And I know that when I start to feel that, I really need to stop and slow down. And it's that energetic state that we lose touch with, that when we do lose touch with that sense of balance within ourselves, our life starts to get unbalanced and starts to spiral in a direction that we don't really like. And it leads to anxiety, it leads to stress, it leads to depression, addiction, things like that. So it's this intangible quality that I'm talking about. So I'm going to call it, since we don't have a word for it, I would call it spontaneity, lightness, having fun, being adventurous, having humor, amusement, excitement. You know, it's that inner light, and it's an inner brightness and it's really your spirit that's coming through. And the spirit really needs to have playtime. And I think this is an essential ingredient to living a happy, balanced life, which is taking 1 or 2 days a week. And I'm really drawing this from Julia Cameron's Artist's Way, where she talks about going on an artist date. And I find this, I used to always live this way, where I would sort of wake up and just allow myself to be inspired and guided. I wouldn't really have an agenda. And this was during a time when I wasn't working, I was only traveling. So I felt that my life was constantly filled with magic and flow and synchronicity. And I think that in order to experience this kind of flow and buoyancy in our life, that it's crucial to take 1 or 2 days a week. And I can already hear some of the parents saying, well, if you have kids and if you're a single mom, how do you do that? Well, you have to find more ways to be creative. But this is a time that you take out of your schedule where you don't have things planned. Okay, you don't have a rigidity to your schedule. You just leave that day open to do something that's fun, that's spontaneous. It's not something that you're going to get something out of it. And a lot of times we only leave time and space for the things that lead to something else. And it's that kind of schedule that can really keep us down in the doldrums. So finding a time, 1 or 2 days a week, and it's you treat yourself. You do something nice for yourself. Maybe you go to the spa, you get a massage, you take a long hike somewhere, you take a little mini trip. There's so many things that you could do on your day off. And if, whatever you need to do to be creative, to find that time and space for yourself, I think we all need this free time. And if I had a word to call it, it's that inner magic, the inner light that really comes from our inner child. So that's the balance that we're keeping there. So it's not just about the work. And in fact, what often happens is if you take this time out of your schedule, it helps you become more productive. You're more efficient, you're happier, you're more fun to be around. So it's one of those things where a lot of people wait till everything gets done in order to have fun. But fun, I think, is an essential quality. Free time, spontaneity, these types of activities. So that's the message of the day. Thanks for listening, everybody. Go have some fun. Bye.